Float ball. Excellent. I went out into the world today, y'all. Went out to this whiskey tasting. Which I'm very, very, very pleased with. Also, I got Jackbox Party Pack 3 because it has my favorite Jackbox in it, which is Murder Trivia Party. And also because when I opened up the store, it was like 80% off for 2 more hours, and that felt like a sign. Between the two, really felt like a sign. So, yeah. So, Murder Trivia. So, Jackbox Party Pack 3, Wednesday evening. Wednesday around 1 p.m., we're gonna do our first community workout. I'm gonna attempt Ring Fit, and going to support everybody's workout goals. And I'll probably cheat and eventually stop doing Ring Fit and do Beat Saber instead, because Beat Saber is more fun. They're both fun. Ah, shoot, I was supposed to text somebody. That would be crazy for me to be like, hey, I'm going to text somebody right now. I'm not texting somebody right now. I went and did a whiskey tasting! The whiskey had, oh my god, they were these blends. Wait, did I bring a menu? Hang on. Saffron's off. I guess not. Well, there was a minute where Aklis said that one of my things should be saffron's off. At the time, I thought it was funny because I didn't think I actually did that much on the channel, but I definitely do. So, yeah, saffron's off. I don't appear to have a menu. But, like, my god, this blend had shit from, like, 1870. I feel like I'm going to mess this up now, and it's going to be completely wrong, but I feel like 1870. I know that 1970 was the latest in this blend. And 18-something was totally in this blend. It was wild. And it wasn't just one, it was 3. And I had a real win. Anybody who's heard me attempt to describe the plot of Final Fantasy VII, which I do not know, knows that I have a gift for explaining things uniquely sometimes. And the way that I was explaining the difference between two of these whiskeys was, I was saying that one of them was aggressive, and Aklis was asking me in what way it was aggressive. Was it physically or something to do with the flavor? And here's what I said. I said, it's like there's a bar fight going on back here, and I'm trying to listen to a conversation here. Which is my way of saying that it was, like, very alcoholic in a way that was really aggressively, like, drawing attention. But, like, it seemed to have, like, some complexity and stuff that I wanted to taste, but I was getting very distracted with all of the, like, punchy back here. And I was saying this first one, so he was telling me that it was, in between in terms of how alcoholic it was compared to, so there were 3 whiskeys. And he said that the first one was the most alcoholic, the third one was the middle, and the second one was the least. And he was telling me that, like, oh, this is in between the other 2. And I was saying, yeah, because the first one was like, there was a political speaker on a stage with a microphone in the front. And there were some, like, rabble-rousers kind of getting agitated in the back. Whereas the second one was like, we were at a French restaurant, and everyone was being classy and on their best behavior. And this is how I was describing these 3 whiskeys. Me. I'm not texting anybody. But yes, there was a moment where it was like, I want to add quote. I was like, but it doesn't work without the pointing at the part of my mouth. So then I was like, yeah, we need to clip life. Okay, now I'm done. Nope. So yes, that was me attempting to explain the whiskey that I was tasting. And while I was at this whiskey tasting, there was this lady person who I kept looking at being like, I think I know you, you look very familiar, and you know, ADHD and all of that, like, I often, like, see people, especially ladies, like, around, and I don't really, like, find out who they are. That's not uncommon for me. But I couldn't tell. And I was talking to Axe about this, and I was like, you know, like, especially with, like, dancing, so I'll do, like, couples dancing, like, you know, waltz, swing, stuff like that, and, those tend to traditionally fall along, like, traditional gender norms, like, for lead and follow, and I often end up dancing with men and whatever. And so I'll often, like, know more men through that than women. And that's like a type of place where I'll often, like, have seen or seen a bunch of women, but, like, not really know exactly what their names are, or not really interacted with them as much. And then there's like, also just, like, parties and stuff where, like, the same crowds will be around, and I'll just find myself seeing a lot of similar people, but, like, the men would be more likely to talk to me because, you know, that happens. Whatever. So I was, like, looking at this woman, and I was like, you seem very familiar to me. Do I know you? I cannot tell. Like, or are you just pretty and I want to look at you? And that's why my brain is using the excuse of, like, I know you, right? So yeah. Adventures in being a new recent lesbian in the world as it opens up. I don't know if I recognize lady people or just think they're pretty. Hi, Ben Phantom! Did you hear my story about the lady person who was pretty? It's okay if you didn't. I went to a whiskey tasting. And now I'm playing a game I like because I feel like it. How are you doing? I am doing some cool community Jackbox stuff on Wednesday, and also some community workout stuff on Wednesday. It's unrelated. Because I gotta go and travel. Vibing is excellent. Love the vibing. Be gay, do vibes. Yeah, I'm traveling, so Wednesday's gonna be my big send-off, and I want to do a big community thank you thing, so that's a thing, sort of. I also really like this game, and I just want to play it. Today I asked if there was a way to differentiate between sobriety and ADHD, and there was a resounding answer of no. So it turns out no. I should probably make sure that I'm wearing an appropriate magatama. I gotta stop sitting on this. Oh, hey, cat. There's a cat right here. Hi. Good boy. Good boy. Are you on babysitting me duty? You're supposed to be keeping on top of me to make sure I'm not feeding you or something. Yeah. They are very organized. There's always one keeping an eye on me to make sure that I'm not, like, giving them food or something. They're very smart and it's very scary. Oh, this is so tempting. But it's not shaking, so it's not like it's gonna teach me Deathbound anytime soon. Null Mind is great. That's fine. Okay. Switch. Okay. So that one comes from... Wait. So... How do I get there? I think it's still the one that I came from, right? I think I probably went backwards. Do 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 do. That's my adventure in seeing a pretty girl today. I haven't thought about what it would be like to talk to her. I would have said, "Hi. You look